Jareth. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Tim's Sports Talk. And today, we got another film review. Getting the chat up here. Appreciate you being here. All right. Got this. Turn that on so you can maybe see me a little better. But yeah, we got film review today. What up, Kingston? How's it going? Of a playoff game. Film review of a playoff game. That's pretty sick. Of a playoff win. The first playoff win in 19 years. I'm just jealous of my son, you know? Just 8 months of life. We just win playoff games. We just go 1-0. Okay. I was looking for something to do tonight. Well, here we are. What's up, Troy? About to beat Detroit. Let's do it. Let us do it. Crazy if we do. Salute to everyone in the chat and himself. The man himself. What up, Infamous Styles? Tim, 13-5. Who would have thought? I'm in La La Land on that. I can't believe it. It's unbelievable. What up, Daniel? All right. So, thoughts before we actually jump into it. Obviously, there's times where the offensive line really struggled, but honestly, I want to give them a lot of credit on some important plays. Just in my head, and I'm curious how the film actually shows it. But, like, the fourth down, what was it, 4th and goal from the 10, the touchdown to Terry, they held up plenty long enough for, I believe, Terry to find a second window. That was huge. The third down, I think was it a 4th down or 3rd down conversion to eliminate Zacchaeus? I think it was eliminated the dig route across the middle. That was huge. So shout out to the offensive line. There's going to be some times where they come up absolutely clutch. Of course, there's going to be a lot of times that they look like they struggle mightily. But, you know, I just love that. The run game, we have to see what's going on with the run game. Even though we were going against a top 4 team against the run, Tampa Bay's run defense is absolutely no joke. Vita Vea, Kalijah Kancey, Levante David, the center of that defense. Then Yaya Diaby on the outside. I mean, their front is formidable, to say the least. Vita Vea is not an easy block for anyone, 100%. Did anyone sleep Sunday night after that win? It took me a bit. It took me a while. And I had to be up at like 3:30 in the morning. And it took me a while to get to sleep. For sure. What up, Billy Mack? It took me a while to wind down. Yeah, no kidding. Tim, it's the first playoff film review. Making moves. That's right. First playoff film review. I did not do that one. I didn't do film reviews back in the 2020. So, yeah, this is the first one here. Defensively, obviously Lattimore got beat pretty good, but we clearly made an adjustment in the second half. Mike Evans only had 1 catch in the second half, and it looked like in real time that they went to double-teaming him with Sandra still and the safety over the top, and then put Marshawn Lattimore on McMillan on the other side. And clearly that helped a bit in the second half, at least to slow down Mike, which is good, which is a huge factor, right? We obviously didn't do great in the run game, which is going to be critical next week against Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions and that offensive line. Bucky Irving, he played really, really well, right? What was his final numbers as far as yards per carry? It may have been 6 yards a carry. No, it doesn't look like good. Good. Okay, so we slowed him down in the second half, I guess, because it was 4.5 yards, which is still solid. But again, we play better in the second half. And shout out to Joe Witt, making some adjustments in real time, so I'm curious about that for sure. This is the most blessed film review ever. I agree. Yes, the offensive line needs improvement, especially run blocking. With all that said, the O-line executed when it counted. Yeah, 100%. Did you see that Lake Lewis said we turned down Ben Johnson because he wanted Sam to be the QB? What? Salute, and yes, this is a blessed film review. And what's your take on going against Detroit? I mean, we got to play a lot better to beat them. We got to play a lot better. And that's crazy to say because we didn't punt. We converted 3 of 5 on 4th down. But we got to play better. We have to play better because this is against our defense. Our defense is. We're gonna need turnovers. Okay, gonna need turnovers. But let's go ahead and hop in. Okay, let's hop in. All right, touchback to start. It was on Rambling with Rio. Interesting. I find that hard to believe. Let's put it that way. I find that hard to believe that Ben Johnson, his real the real reason that or he wanted to stake a claim when we had the number 2 overall pick that Sam Howell had to be the future. Unless he's saying that like Ben Johnson would have been fine with it, instead of whether saying that he wanted it. I don't know about that. Hold on. Sorry. So maybe that was like a red flag. Like, you're fine with Sam Howell. But, I don't know. Maybe he was trying to show confidence. Like, I don't care who you give me at quarterback. All right. So this was the big matchup right here, right? So man in motion, looks like zone. Nobody moved to the other side. So he goes right to the play action. That's a nice play there. That's a nice play by Mike Evans. That step inside got Lattimore to turn his hips. Right? He stepped out, then goes back in, and then turns his hip inside and comes back in. It's a really, really savvy route by Mike Evans. You can see that. Where's my? But yeah, this step out. No, sorry. It was actually a step in. Ignore me. Step out, in, out, and got his hips turned. It was most likely he's playing the deep third, right? So it's not like he's playing man. He's not playing man here. He's playing zone, right? And then you can see Sanders still handing off McMillan. So he's not playing man at all. It's all a simple cover 3 here. All right, deep third. There's a man straight back, right? They don't have him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's a guy right here. So, simple cover 3. There he is, Quan. So, it's a good cover 3 beater. That's the soft spot in the zone. And they execute it well. I switched to pink for some other reason. I don't think I like it. I'm going back to yellow. Or is he saying Sam Hartman? He is a Notre Dame fan? That's funny. Sam Howell, never heard of him. He was demanding to have Howell as his QB, apparently. This is the story from Lake Lewis told today. Lake Lewis said something else, I think, that makes me think that he has just zero credibility. Just absolutely zero. I like our boys again on that track field. Yeah. It just makes me, like, frustrated because it just doesn't give me anything. What up? Michelle, give me 3 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! There you go. Yep, that victory, baby. Wagner, baby. Beat him to the spot. Beat him to the spot. So number 68, I believe, is going to be his block. So they're double teaming here, right? You got this to here, and that slight hesitation to help the double team that he has to do. Otherwise, this is Tristan Wirfs, who's a very good player, has no shot of stopping Allen like this when the ball's going this way. So he has to slow down Allen, and Wagner reading his keys, getting in there, and making a play in the run game, right? You see that's help there on Allen to help make the block much easier for Wirfs, but that help, again, Wagner, boom. So the presence of Jonathan Allen there, again, helping, keeping those blockers off the linebackers. right? That is football 101 when it comes to stopping the run. The big boys up front need to keep the linebackers free. Blitz coming from Wagner. Forcing a little bit of pressure. Steps up. All right, let's take a look at the back end. Okay. Did he miss anything? Little jam here. Lattimore gets this guy stumbling. This bracketed on Otten is really good. Like, this would be a tight throw with Luvu, Quan in here. So this would have been a very tight throw. He does potentially have the check down here for a little extra yards, but he decides, yeah, no, because this guy is attacking Fowler, attacking this right now. So it's really well covered. You know, I guess you could argue that he may have the inside shoulder here to beat this corner if he threw it right now to this spot before he could reach. My thing's really wide, too. Can I shrink this up a little bit? I like that. Anyway, so good. Zone coverage. Not a lot going on there. And Mike Evans not on the field. I just realized. So let's take a look here up front. So Wagner's going to blitz inside. So they're showing an outside rush here, but both of these guys are going to fake and drop back, fake and drop back. But what that does is force the tackles to respect this, right? They have to respect this rush, especially with Fowler having 10-plus sacks, Luvu, a very great athlete. That creates a 1, 2, 3, and then 4, right? So these guys are essentially going to be completely useless, and you end up with Wagner one-on-one with the running back. But this defensive play call is obviously fantastic when he wheels out. Like, if off the snap it's just a straight up here, this is going to be awesome because Luvu's going to go into this coverage, so this check down is not going to be very useful, and now he's literally blocking no one, and you have a free rusher with Wagner, right? So blocking no one, right? They do end up getting this double team, but now you have this one-on-one. This play is all about setting this one-on-one up. I love it. I love the play design. I love the execution. It's obviously getting Baker off his spot and forcing him to try to make a move. So this is third down because we had the run for no gain, so they got to get off the field here on third. Now this is just man-to-man defense, but they have all of this trash in his way, right? So this is a good formation by Liam Cohn. You get Lattimore. Lattimore thrives where he can get his hands on you, right? That's why he loves going against Mike Evans. Mike Evans is not the fastest human being, so he could put his hands on him and not worry about getting beat, just absolute beat. I wonder if Mike Evans even takes like a step here before cutting across, and then makes him stay here, and then he's here, and then it's like there's so much trash in his way. Let's take a look. Or does he just go straight for it? Nope, he just goes straight for it. So it's tough. You'd like to see, I guess, but he doesn't. Yeah, you'd like to see. There was no hesitation anywhere, and you're kind of flat-footed here, Lattimore. It's like he doesn't understand what they're trying to do, right? The film study. There was a bit of a stem, it looked like here. So maybe he's afraid that he could come out back to the corner. But yeah, this is a really good play call. You just get Lattimore out of his comfort zone where he can just put his hands on you and make it work. And just beats him. Beats him to the spot. Very interesting. Yeah, he's just completely out of position. And it's clearly man-to-man defense, right? He's here, right? But honestly, you have multiple options here. This is not a good rep for. It's a great play design. I like this play against man-to-man defense. I really like this. And we do run a lot of man-to-man, especially in these third down situations. So How many did we rush? 1, 2, 3. Only a 3-man rush, too. Interesting. Man-to-man with only a 3-man rush. Not a fan of that play. Because... did we really only rush? We only rushed 3. Interesting. So this is a zone man, this is a zone man, this is a zone man. And everybody else is matching up. But, I mean, this is open here. This is open, and obviously what he hits. This right here, this is good coverage. But then even this gets open, because now Sanders still has to fight through all of this mess. Right? Now, Luvu, I like the play design, though, in general, just because, like, here, Luvu's kind of screwed in this zone in the middle. He's obviously going to see him come across his face and step up, and then even make this even more wide open. This is a tough play call in this moment. Like, I would rather just straight up go a zone there with only a 3-man rush. I mean, can't really hate on the pass rush. You have a 5v3. If anybody else wins, it's huge. Evan straight up cooked bro the whole time he guarded him. Yeah. Like, come on, Lattimore. Yeah, I'm watching Lattimore get cooked and Evans didn't even touch him. Yeah. Okay. Handoff up the middle. Good job there. Clelin Ferrell. Good set the edge. Reaches out. Arm tackle. Lattimore in the run game, though. That's good. Not afraid to get in there and get nasty. That's awesome. Oh, quick snap. Oh, fortunate for us. Lattimore talking and get with chin. A little bit out of position here. They quick snap it. And McMillan was left wide open here. The quick snap was... Washington definitely was not ready for that. 100%. It's a really smooth play there by Baker. Let's break the huddle and get this play off as fast as possible. So we have another 3rd down after the incomplete pass. Turn your mic up a tad. Okay. It's probably... this thing always turns itself down, it seems. No, it's actually decent. Was it just not pointed at me good enough? Because it does say it's low. Hello, hello? It is acting very low. But all my settings are pretty, like, maxed. Annoying. Alright, here we go. Another 3rd down. So wait, did Wagner just move? Did he show man here? Yep. So it is man-to-man. That little motion here, right? Back and forth. That little motion reveals man-to-man. Because if he motioned way out here, Wagner's going to have to come out here. So we're definitely manned up, even though you could kind of just tell in general. 1, 2. This actually, he might be blitzing here with him standing right here. Let's see. But looks just like man-to-man. Single high safety. Interesting. Sanders pick it off. Pick it off, Sanders. You're in perfect position. It's not man. It's like a little zone match. So this is straight up manned up, right? This is manning up, but it's like this is like a interesting 4v3 little zone match concept here. I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so high level. That's so high level. Oh, that's so good. And oh man, that needs to be an interception. Joe Witt. He has moments of brilliance, man. You wow. So this obviously looks like man to man. You motion, so he goes out, it says man to man. But then you have this like it's not true man to man on this. It's like a little zone. Right? And they don't blitz here, right? It's literally a 4-on-3 matchup. And now it looks like, so you have inside, really is, it kind of looks messed up. I don't even know exactly what they're running on the inside because it jammed up and everything. But the idea is that you have a wheel route here, right? And if it's man-to-man with him trailing, this is supposed to be wide open. But you have these guys match up, and now Sanders is in the perfect spot, and he should have picked this off. He's not expecting Sanders to be there at all, right? This here, it's actually St. Juice. This is a touchdown, except it's not, because instead of sticking with this man here, Percy Butler is picking this inside guy up, and that leaves Sanders right there in this perfect spot. Oh, just dialed it up, man. Tough, man. Tough. I didn't mean to do that on my phone. What's that? Oh. Lante got kicked or something? Did you block him? Hold on, let me see if I can fix it. If he's on like the block list or whatever. I can try to fix that. I think it's community. No. I always forget. Settings. Community moderation. Moderators. Hidden users. Okay, is Lante on here? I don't see Lante on the... But he has to be. Because it says you deleted all messages. It's like you put him on some sort of hidden from channel. Alright, let's just try to do this then. Can I just make him a moderator? Will that bring him back? See if Lanteo can talk now. They are still improving week in our rebuild. Yep. Anyway, I love this. Love this play call. I just wish he came away with that interception. Dang it. It's perfect play. That is true. Keep in mind, my fault messing up your name previous. That's a 10-yard penalty. There you go. Lante's back. Perfect. Okay, I made him a moderator. And now he's good. So, I don't know if we had blocked him or not, but Lante's back. That's good. All right, first drive on offense. So 2 tight end set, 2 receivers out wide to the left. Crowder, play action. Oh, man, we just can't. Good job by Jaden here to get rid of the football. Gotcha. So we got Terry coming this way. A block and release here. Flat. He was the motion man. Flat here. Quick by B-Rob. It looks like some sort of crosser here. If we have time, like this is open, here is open, right? The check down could make sense. Even Terry is getting open against the double team, right? That he's probably leaving here. But unfortunately, we just have no time. Looks like it may have been even Cosme who got beat, which is unfortunate. Cansey's going to get the pressure. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Cosme, can we, like, forget what's going on over here? I mean, this is already bad. But it's at least makes sense. Like, this is a good stunt with Vita Vea, right? Vita Vea's hitting here to have this guy come inside makes it very, very tough. Because taking over this block with you going backwards already in stance is not easy with Vita frickin' Vea. And then you also are knocked off balance with a 350-pounder and hard to get back this way, right? This is unacceptable. Like, what are we doing? Like, this is supposed to be a top guard in the league, and he just gets punked. Sounds like your son didn't like the protection either. Yeah, he's about to go down for the night. Good night, Jim Bob. Okay, handoff. Getting a 4-yard gain here. Remember the commentators giving high praise to Armstrong? Okay. Keep an eye out for Army. Good old Armstrong. Who's supposed to be a top guard in the league? Cosme? Yeah. Like, Cosme gets a lot of praise. 2024 NFL guards rankings. Let's see. Ahead of the season. Yeah, look, Cosme's number 3. This is the preseason rankings. Top 32 ahead of the 2024 NFL season. PFF has Chris Lindstrom, Joe Tooney, Sam Cosme as number 3. An 80 PFF. Then Tyler Smith, Quinn Martinez, and go so forth. Like, Zach Martin is 7th. Right? Sam Cosme gets high praise around the league. And he just gets absolutely punked on that play. All right, 3rd down and 6 here. Turn my notifications off. Here you go. 3rd down and 6, what's the call? Oh! Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Oh, that release here. Woo! And freaking heck of a catch. Heck of a catch. Man, I wish he just ran a slant. I mean, obviously it's good that he caught it that deep, but I mean, it would have been so easy if he just ran a slant for a first down. But really good throw by Daniels as well, putting it right where his guy can get it and no one else. McNichols. McNichols coming out over to Winfield here. The rest of the teams hold up pretty good. Who had our O-line is very good last year. PFF is the flat earthers of evaluators. Cosby's a top 5 guard. That's unusual. He has to show up on Saturday, right? Cosby just signed a big contract. Exactly. We paid him a lot of money. Poor angle by McNichols here. He went way too far up to recover. Like, yeah, not sure what he's like really worried about helping this, which does make sense. Actually, no, it doesn't. This blitzer here, he's going back into coverage. So he's worried about him. Like, why would we have him? We're sliding the entire line? Why? And Daniels is calling it, saying slide the entire line here. I guess because he's worried about him, so he needs to get out of here, here. But even then, like, what do they expect David to come? I don't know. I would rather have this here, and then McNichols can worry about out here. But as soon as he doesn't come, then Coleman just recovers here, and then McNichols can work his way around. And if Levante David's coming, okay, cool. But I don't know. I mean, you clearly see Daniel say slide, like that, right? So this is Daniel's decision. David does come. But, hey, we get it done. We get it done. A little foreshadowing to later. A little foreshadowing to see how this game ends. Is Kancey really supposed to go unblocked there? Let's look at this from the back end, actually. Like, is Kancey supposed to go unblocked? Really? I find that very hard to believe. That is a heck of a play by Kancey. That is a heck of a play. This is a good keep by Daniels. Like, this is a good keep. I mean, look at the shoulders. He is showing everything this way. Right? Like, this is what you're supposed to do. And yet, this is a freaking holy moly. Just no hiccup in this step at all. Foot in the ground, change direction. Like he's a freaking 190-pound defensive back. Holy crap. Kancey's a bad dude. Holy moly. Wow. And it just goes to show how freaking awesome Jaden Daniels is. I mean, that is freak athlete stuff that Kancey just did. Unbelievable. And he doesn't come up with a sack. There's like 2 quarterbacks that could have done what he just did. I love that. Him directing traffic. He's got the blockers. Right? This is covered. This is a lot of traffic to see through, especially when you're getting ran down to find this. I mean, if you try to squeeze this in here, you're just asking to be picked off one day because you don't know where this guy is. That's what I love about Jaden is you can love it and hate it, but he will not throw it if he doesn't believe in it. That's why he has so little interceptions. But he just sees this. This is not open. He still has yet to locate here. I mean, this is open for a while. Now it's starting to close up, and that's probably as soon as he locates it. Yeah, I can't throw. But he just sees here, hey, I got bang and bang. Just go block. And he directs it. And he's like, yeah, I got space. Just go block. Beautiful. 8-yard gain. He guessed right, yeah. But not only did he guess right, like he did it in a way that no hesitation steps. Like that was a heck of a play by Cansey. He's the one left holding the towel in the end. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Wiley, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Like this, all you have to do is seal this up. Like he makes it so easy for you. Like it's a roll, and yet you're still getting beat and letting Chase down. Jeez Louise. Now Vita Vea is a beast, but nobody's gonna accuse him of ever being fast. Everyone noticed the new screen outlet. Everyone is running. It's in college everywhere now. I see we are doing it. Everyone's noticing the new screen outlet pass. It was on the scramble. Like you mean like the B-Rob, like where B-Rob is on this play, like here? You mean like he's blocking, like he's not running a route, and you're talking about throwing it here? Is that what you're talking about? Almost a hold, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I love that. The first people that I've seen it ran it was San Francisco. Yeah, San Francisco does that with Kittle and Hughes check a lot, and it's dangerous. Like them being the blockers, of course. Not to say that they were the ones that come up with it. That was just the first time I remember seeing it live. All right. Empty backfield, so 3rd down and 2. This is a heck of a play by Levante David to get there. Let's see. Did we miss anything here? Not really. Yeah, this is taking too long to develop here. I don't even think that was his route, to be honest. It looks like a screen and go that they're not fooled on whatsoever. See, this is a kind of play that I wish that we could have checked out of, right? Like, it's just not... This is just not the play against cover 2, right? Like... As Jaden evolves, like he could do check, whatever, and keep it himself. Like I would rather that, or do something here to adjust. But this look is not working against cover 2 because he fakes the screen and then a little hesitation, and they want to win here, but this guy's standing right here, and then you have a dig route on the backside, and this guy's standing right here, right? Like the concept is fine. It just doesn't beat cover 2, right? And maybe because it's 3rd and short, you're not expecting 2 deep safeties here, but they really believe in their top safeties or their top front 7, or in this case, their front 5 or whatever, 6. But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need 2 yards. Just check, and run, right? Just go get the 2 yards. These guys are way out of position. Way out of position. To stop you from getting 2 yards, sure, they may be able to get there quick enough to stop you from getting 5, but they're not stopping you from getting 2, right? And if you got everybody pushing up front too, but, I mean, unfortunately, he's literally standing right where he wants to go with Crowder, and then this is bottled up with a double team anyway. Like, Terry McLaurin has nowhere to go. But this is the kind of stuff that Jaden is going to have to elevate. Like, because, of course, Cliff, I mean, you are trying to predict what they're going to call, but you don't know what they're going to line up in before the play is called. So you gotta check. Who smashed Jaden? Was it David? Levante David, right? See, like this look, that fake screen and go would have been way better against, right? Single high safety, everybody at the line of scrimmage. Like, Crowder could have won that matchup, right? Oh. This is the play, Jaden. This is the play. This is the one-on-one matchup you're looking for, and the safety is in the middle of the field. He is not helping here. And Terry wins. This should have been a touchdown. Oh. Oh, man. Like, I wish he would have pre-snap read this and just said, yep, this is where I'm going. Looked this way immediately to get this safety to even just stay still. He doesn't even have to move this way. But if he just can get the safety to stand still, this is a touchdown, Terry. And they called it. Oh, Cliff dialed it up. Oh, man. His eyes are in the right spot. He's looking straight at this safety, and he sees the safety turn this way. I still would have thrown it. Dang it. All right. Because, yeah, the mesh pattern does not go to plan. Like, Diami, I'm not sure what you're doing here. It's literally just setting up a pick. Like, you gotta make something happen, dude. You gotta run a route here. Like, these two are just literally taking up space, trying to set this to be open. But Diami doesn't run a route at all, so he can just sit on this. You gotta do something. Like, I mean, the play works as far as, like, this guy is nowhere near Eckler. The play's there, except Diami doesn't run a route. And then just makes this, he's like, oh. Like, he doesn't put any pressure on this. Like, Diami also needs to put pressure here. Do something. Like, man-to-man defense, I wish he just released outside. Oh, it would have been so much better if he just does up the seam. So much better. Like, this, no. You already have this. This double stuff here, and then you have nowhere to go when he jams at Ertz. Like, you have nowhere to go. And then this is so easy. Like, run the seam. Run the seam, and this is a first down. Like, there's no way. There's no way that Diami ran this correctly. There is no way. I think Diami messed this up. I just... That one doesn't make any sense to me. Let's take a look at the O-line here. Wiley. He does do a job. It's really Coleman that gets beat. I mean, this is not a great block by Wiley, but he does push him around the pocket. Coleman, on the other hand, what does he do? Is it just straight up one-on-one block and just gets destroyed? Huh? Oh, no, it's not a one-on-one. Gotcha. They blitz the linebacker. Stunt inside. Blitzing linebacker. and Coleman doesn't recover in time. Oh. Ah, savvy play. Defensive holding. Oh. Oh. There's a little cheater. Watch his right hand. Right there. Gotcha. Okay. Well, it wasn't Brandon Coleman just getting beat. It was a savvy little move. Savvy move by 98 there. This sucks that we didn't finish this play. Turns into a 6-yard gain, which should have been a 3-yard gain. This is pretty good. I'm happy with that. At least standing him up, he doesn't get pushed back that much. Yeah, this time Wagner and Luvu are a little slow, and it allows this to get inside here. The double teams work pretty good. I mean, even then, though, we bottled it up for a 3-yard game. We just got to make sure we're holding it and winning that back matchup there. It's a good play by them. Looks like primetime going back to Jerry World. That's insane. No way, right? He didn't actually accept that. Bengals great share thoughts on Dion Dallas Cowboys. Nah. I don't think so. I mean, could be lying. Could be. I don't know. I don't think I don't think Dion would be lying like that. Oh man, that is some good running by Bucky there. I mean, there's like nowhere to go. And he runs there anyway. I mean, this is really good offensive line play by the Buccaneers, right? Obviously, the other team gets paid, right? So you're not going to get as much push as you always want. But all 3 of these guys, 1, 2, and 3, maintain their block their entire time. Nobody sheds a block. And they're doing it really well, especially Cody Mauch, former North Dakota State. Like, that is a strong block up front to hold that. It's really, really good blocking by Mauch. Like, they don't create a whole lot of running range, a whole lot of room, but they just maintain the block for as long as possible, and then Bucky's able to push the pile. Huge. Right after McCarthy, or right after NFC teams won, very calculated, maybe. Play action, Baker, McMillan. All right, so Mikey Sanders still. Is this manned up or is this zone? Nope, it's man. It is man. And Sanders still gets beat on the comeback route. But see, like, this is what you don't see. Like, Lattimore actually has a really, really good rep here, and this is where he thrives. Right? Yes, in your face, mano y mano, and he's all over him. All over him. Right? Unfortunately, Sanders still loses the rep this time. He turns those hips. Turns those hips early. I mean, you got to, I guess. I mean, eventually. Is there an argument that he turns his hips the wrong way? Yeah, I mean, I never was in the DB room, right? I never was in the DB room. But I feel as though your leverage here, you should be shading outside, like turning your hips outside. And why, right? Why is that? Okay, right here. He turns here. Imagine if he was here, right? The other way around, looking this way. And he goes, you have help. You have a safety help. Right? And so when you turn this way and run this way, you could potentially still get back into the play. Right? No, I changed my mind. Because if he runs a dig route, you're beat pretty good. You're beat pretty good if you're this way. And he's running deep. No, it's fine. I'm changing my mind real time. This is the classic bias of like, okay, I know what route he's gonna run, so I wanted to do what stops it. But you also have to understand what the other team could potentially do, and what they could do is run a dig route, like so clear out here, and then the play action brings all these guys up. Right? And then he's deep, and then he could run a dig route and be wide open right here. Right? So, easier said than done. It's just a really, really good route by McMillan. Prime's like the type of guy who likes to control, and good luck with that in Jerry World. Yeah. He turned his hips in the end wrong. If he did it outside, he would have had a better chance on the ball. I agree. But I just don't know if you could. I mean, you can't guarantee that he's running the comeback route. He's expecting to break in, not route. Yeah, I agree, Troy. I agree. He's expecting an in breaking route instead of an out. And so you just got to give credit to the other team sometimes. It's hard to play in the NFL. Very hard. Okay. Nice. Dorrance Armstrong's going to come from all the way across. Where's he at? No, he's actually in the middle. Is he? No, that's... Okay, interesting. He usually lines up over here. Okay, so we got Dorrance Armstrong on the inside, which I do like that. Dorrance Armstrong is a big-bodied defensive end, so I don't mind him coming back, going inside sometimes. Facing a double team. Fights through the double team, keeps going, keeps working. Nice. I mean, good night. If you would have told me, predict who makes the tackle, no way would I be calling this guy making the tackle. I would say it's probably Lattimore when he bounces it outside. But, man, Luvu, I think it was, starting it, and then Dorrance Armstrong finishing. No, it was Jeremy Chin starting it. Beautifully done. All right. So only a couple yard gain there. Dorrance Armstrong again. Tripping him up. Dorrance Armstrong? From the outside here? Pushes Kate Otten right into him. So Armstrong doesn't even trip him up. So Wagner gets credit for that tackle. But that's Dorrance Armstrong putting Kate Otten right in the way. That's the point to him. It was a good play route on Tampa, but turning his hips outside gives him a better vision. and he had safety help, it happens. There's a legitimate argument that he should have gone outside. I'd be curious what Joe Witt would say about that, if he's supposed to be inside or outside there. But, okay, third down. Money down. Get off the field. There it is. There it is. There it is. Man, Baker Mayfield, tough son of a gun. That guy would not just go down. So let's go back to the coverage. So with Lattimore on the outside here, instead of inside here, this tells me it's zone. If I was Baker, I would say zone. And yeah, it's definitely a zone here. But they cover it well. And then Baker's already under pressure, so even though this is coming open later, like there's no way he's throwing it with how he's sitting right now. These two standing right here, throwing that's dangerous. This is good blocking here. This is good coverage here. These two standing here, love it. And then he tries to escape here. Interesting. But even this is not. This is a tough throw with Wagner standing right here too. Like this is really, really good secondary play right there from us and creates a sack. Good coverage sack, yep. Definitely going to need to do that to Detroit. You ain't never lie. Nice Dorrance, man. Dorrance just made 3 plays in a row. There you go, Dorrance. And Bluevu was also involved in a lot of that, I think. But Dorrance Armstrong. That was the Dorrance Armstrong drive right there. I heard somebody say in the chat that Armstrong was getting a lot of praise from the commentators. Bang. That drive alone deserves a lot of praise. That's potentially game-changing drive right there. Okay. Fair catch signaled. 8 yards. All right. There you go, Terry. Fight for everything. Fight for everything. Somebody got beat, though. Who got beat? Is that Shoyinka? Tyrone Shoyinka, whatever. What the fudge nuggets? Why do you have 2 guys blocking the same dude? What the heck? Like, Ertz. Turn up field. I mean, he ends up saving the play, to be fair. Ends up saving the play. But Bates needs to make that block, and I mean, saves a couple of yards, so it ends up working out in our favor, but somebody needs to do something different there. For the play to make sense, I guess. Let me plug it in. Sorry about that. Okay. Here we go. There it is. So, Bates can just be off the team, please. Can we just cut Bates? Can we just cut him? Like, when can we just decide Bates is awful and he can just go? This is 2 plays in a row. He just misses blocks in the open field. Just like, I'm not trying kind of miss blocks. Coleman didn't touch anyone on that play. Ooh, yeah, that was a bad rep by Coleman. What's the offensive line doing? Huh? Oh. Ah, okay. I got you. So they're trying to pull a guard to make it look like a run, right? Trying to pull him. Gotcha. But what is Biotish doing then? If you're pulling the guard, Vita Vea starts over here, so he thinks this is his man, right? But he's down here. But yeah, because he's gonna come over and block this guy theoretically, right? Here, like when he goes inside, he needs to still step this way. But Biotish kind of gets caught up in the Vita Veaism. Like, yeah, whatever. Vita Vea makes everything tough. Everybody's focused on where the heck is number 50. Payne said he's playing. I agree, Tim, on Bates. Bennett should be more PT. Yep. Bates actually pushed the defender into the position to tackle. Yeah. The last play? Gotcha. I didn't see the last play. That's fine. All right, here we go. This, like, I can't put it into words how just incredible this is from a rookie here. Just incredible. Like, this is open, right? This is open. But he understands if I throw this, he's probably not getting the first down. So I'm not going to force that in there. I need a first here. It's third down. I need a first. I'm buying time. And he knows. You could just tell. He knows that this is coming across. I just need to buy enough time to get there. And he locates him, and he does it. And, like, think about the play earlier that I was saying, like, eliminate Zacchaeus. Oh, it's film. It's so good. Remember the eliminate Zacchaeus earlier when we ran a similar play where he was going outside? It was the play that Wiley just decided not to block Schwenk. It was the play that he, like, directed traffic, right? We're supposed to have two Vita Veas. So, yeah. But he, remember he's, like, directing traffic and he ran for 8 yards? And I was saying, like, eliminate Zacchaeus is open in the middle of the field. But I understand that he's not going to locate him because, like, especially with a guy chasing him, it's hard, right? Like, it's hard to expect that. And you're going to get an 8-yard play anyway, blah, blah, blah. He goes back. He sees it. The second guy across the middle of the field is going to be open, right? He knows that that's coming. And he could throw this. He could just throw this and live with it. Like, he could see this, right, and throw it to this spot. And, like, Terry probably comes around, catches it. Maybe gets the first, maybe not. But he's like, you know what? No. I know what's going on. And look, he's already looking back for it. He knows where he wants to go to the football. Oh. Play where Wiley didn't block. Be more specific. Oh, it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Okay, shout out Wiley. You know, you give him crap. Sometimes you got to give him some praise. Him shoving Cansey down here, like, grabbing him there, that could have been a holding. Luckily not. His hand's on the inside. That's the only reason why it's not. And then he throws him to the ground. That also saves this play. Shout out Wiley. When you do good, we're going to call it out. And you also saved that play. All right. The RPO. The glorious RPO. And this is close. Okay, so we're worried about this line. So, ish. Maybe a little bit past it. This is where they can't go past. That line's going to move, so I'm just going to get rid of it. But that hash mark and that one, too. These two. None of the offensive linemen can pass that before he passes the ball. Does anybody get there? Wiley is technically past it. Technically. But it's so close, they give us the benefit of the doubt. I'm confused on how our run game is getting worse each week. I swore we had a solid run game early in the year. This is a top 4 run defense. That's a top 4 run defense in the league. They're strong. Love it. Love it. Shout out to Yami for having his best game of the season. No kidding. When we needed it most. The hero we didn't want, but the hero we needed. Or whatever the quote is. What's the Batman quote? I don't know. The hero we didn't ask for, but the hero we got. One of those. There you go, B-Rob. I love when B-Rob just puts his head down and runs forward. That's what I love. Okay? I don't need any fancy dancing from you. You are not Bijan Robinson. You are not Jahmyr Gibbs. You are not list great athletic running back. You're Brian Robinson. You're like, Goodwill Derrick Henry. Okay? That's what you are. Run forward and get a full head of steam. That's some good blocking right there by Brandon Coleman. That's some big boy football right there. Notice when we called the run play. You notice that? None of these two are Vita Vea and Kalijah Cansey. Now we go to the run. I like it. Shoyinka, definitely way outside, flat hips. Yep, handoff. The correct decision there by Brian Robinson. And that's a really good block by Brandon Coleman. And we get a positive play out of it. Nice. Just realized I'm on top chat. Maybe live chat will go faster. Okay. Anyway. All right. Eckler in motion. This is another third down. Swings it out there. That's so good. We blocked this well. Apparently. Brandon Coleman getting out there. Biotish, you got to find some work. Find some work. This could be a touchdown. Come on, Biotish. Find somebody. Turn inside. Go block David. If he turns inside and goes and block David, who's tackling him? 98 would. 98 would tackle him either way. It's a hustle play by 98. I think that's actually Cosme's man. I think Cosme's supposed to turn inside and block this, and then you can turn around and block this, and this is potentially a touchdown. Like, if he can get out here and block. I feel like we should re-sign Eckler. I don't mind. Okay. He's very impactful, yep. Okay, so second quarter starts. Rolling to his right. Beautiful. So, little smash concept. And the corner drops back. So, you got... Whoop. Excuse me. So, I guess he switches sides or something. Or maybe motion... Or slides all the way out there. But I think he goes somewhere this way. He goes a post. He goes corner. And then he's in the flat. So, whatever the corner does... In this case, he... actually, it might have been this guy. Because I think he goes with Terry. And then He drops way back into this spot, and then left wide open is B-Rob. Yeah, B-Rob's going to go all the way around. So yeah, 23. He goes with Terry. He goes back into this zone, right? If he steps up here, this is wide open. But he goes back in here, dump off to B-Rob. B-Rob gets the first. Beautiful. Cosme's jogging like Chase Young on that play, yeah. So off-season pickup should be O-line, D-line, running back is top priority. I want a left tackle bad. Yeah, I would love to put Brandon Coleman on right and get a left tackle. The inside is all signed. They're not going to replace any of those guys. And defensive edge for sure. We obviously drafted Johnny Newton. They like that 64 guy, whatever his name was again. I always forget. But yeah, edge rushers for sure. There you go. Good running by B-Rob here. Just straight ahead. No nonsense. No dancing around like he was trying to do last week. Just foot in the ground and right off this block. Beautiful. And then just run straight ahead and fall forward. Yeah, you know you're going to have Levante David. And if you were, excuse me, Bijan Robinson, maybe you or Jahmyr Gibbs, maybe you do this and then bounce outside again here. Not B-Rob. I don't need you doing that, okay? You just right off this tackle, or in this case a guard because the tackle's over here, right off the guard, right up the field, bang. Beautiful. We need a QB. Okay. Nice. Way to go through your progressions here. Way to go through them. Yeah, this is beautiful. Obviously, nobody's open. That's not beautiful. But so here, looks like some sort of clear out. Then a inside. Hold on. Oh. Oof. Which one is it? Yeah. Yeah, that's. Which one's Senate? I think that's Bates. This is Ertz. So yeah, he goes here. He goes here. And then a little hesitation and a good find space by B-Rob. So he's going to look for the seam, look here, doesn't like it, comes backside, nobody open here. And for a half second, he looks backside, doesn't like it, checks it down. Just goes through the whole progression. Beautiful. Right? So he looked here, takes a look, took a look back here for a half second, saw that this wasn't open, checks it down. B-Rob doing a good job finding space. Unfortunately, really good play by Barrett to not allow him to get any extra yards after catch. Off-season priority is definitely running back. I think our guys are beat up to run blocking efficiently. The O-line, you mean? If Aaron Jones is let go from Minnesota, you think he's too old now? Yeah, the problem with Aaron Jones is his injuries. I think he has a lot. He gets banged up a lot. I love him as a talent. I think he's really, really good. But it's... Oh. Okay, Allegretti? Okay, Allegretti? Make it hard on the big boy. I mean, I wouldn't want to get up if I weighed that much. Just getting up off the ground is a job. Okay, Allegretti? Lay it on him, big boy. Boom! There you go. And this is really good. This is actually a really good rep by the offensive line. Granted, it is only a 3-man rush, so I hope they win. But it's real. Like, I mean, that's pretty clean all around, right? I mean, nobody's even pressuring him, which seemed to be a lot to ask for this offensive line. Ninja somersaults should be taught like a turtle rolling over. All right. Oh, I love this. I love this kind of play. It doesn't end up with a first. That's a huge hit by McCollum. But it's so nice, right? Because, like, obviously, but just having that extra blocker here, right? He just becomes a lead block, and now you run a legit running threat, right? I mean, one of your fastest players. You get Cosme out there. Terry McLaurin doesn't make a great block here, but Cosme cleans it up, and then Diami doesn't make a great block. Unfortunately, your receivers out there don't block very good on this particular play, but you know, if they make their blocks, this is like huge, right? It's a good play by Shaq Barrett. Really good. So Terry lines himself up. But he sees it coming. Like, he knows. This is good film study by Barrett. He understands what they're trying to do, and watch Terry come on here. And he's already looking for Terry. He's waiting for Terry. Like, what is he looking at? What is he looking at? He knows. He knows. So Terry just wants to down block, right? But all of a sudden, he can't just easily down block. This is a legit defensive end on a wide receiver and a two-way go, essentially. And Terry's like, uh-oh. What do I do? Uh-oh. 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 Nice. Okay. The other team gets paid too. Seeing Bobby Wagner bounce off Mayfield on his run, totally different from JD bouncing off the defender. Yep, a little different. One of them is a little bit lighter in the britches. That is big boy football by Eckler. That is some big boy football. I mean, Hall is right there in the space. Right there. Biotis a little banged up on the play. I'm assuming he stays in the game. It looks like it. Let's take a look from the backside. Canty was doing a really good job on Cosme all day. But steps up, escapes out there. How did Biotis lose this rep? How did Biotis lose this rep? How do you lose that? Oh. It's because Allegretti pushes him right into the running lane. That is how. Cosme doesn't seem to match up well against star D tackles. Yeah. Canty's a beast, though. I didn't know that before today, but Canty makes some plays. Dean was playing well on Terry, if we're being honest. I mean, that's a great rep against the slant. That's a great rep. I mean, he just knew the slant was coming. It's a great rep. I mean, that's beautiful. That is great rep by Dean. Like, why is this? I don't understand it. Like, why is this the one that you're like, yeah, now I'm definitely going to Terry with soft coverage in a perfect spot to cover the slant? Like, Terry, there's not much Terry can do here to create space. Like, there's no, it's not like he's up in his face where he can like really jab step him and get him out of comfort zone. Like, he's just gonna sit here because he doesn't have to worry about getting beat deep. I mean, it's all, you're not getting beat by 50 yards, right? So you just sit here, and as soon as you see him put his foot in the ground and go, you go. Right? Why is this the rep that JD's like, yeah, I'm definitely going to Terry now? Why? Like, it's like he pre-snap reads this. Like, he's already going to Terry. Like, this is covered. So it's clearly a pre-snap read. Why is this the rep? Instead of earlier on that go route that should have been a touchdown. Truth is, that's a terrible... Like, what is he going to do here? I guess run more angled and then in first? Like, that's about all you could do. I mean, there's no time to do anything. Like, this is a quick slant. So, you can't, like, I don't know. Like, what are you going to do here? He rounded it. I don't know. It looks like he put his foot in the ground and cut. I don't know. Looks like the guy just reads it, but like more out and then in? Instead of straight at him and then in? Like this? More like this? So it's more of a cut? Maybe you keep his hips out more? Too much depth? So you just want to here instead of here? Three-step slant? You think, what, just a one-step slant? I mean, it's one or a three. I guess unless you're saying it should be a two-step slant and he should have his feet the other way. And then you can just have a... If his feet... If this foot was up, then it's 1, 2, and in. Just take 2 steps and cut hard. Don't close the gap and round your route. Might be overthinking it, but our O-line is just banged to the second half of the season. Banged up? No. JD forced that one. He had enough time to wait for them to run their routes and even throw. Yeah. Any step that doesn't close the gap and help the DB. Like, so if he ran one step here and go, right? I guess at this point, just go. But at that point, like, is there like a spacing issue potentially? What is he running? No, this should probably, like, if you run it right here, you're just saying like just one step in. Right? Against this is just one step in because he's going to come out here and the spacing looks like it could be okay. But Jaden would have to be ready for it. When's he going to be ready to throw? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I guess it just needs to be the one step and go. One step and go. Remember the first half of the season, the O-line was doing excellent pass blocking and seemed to be pretty good at run blocking. My only explanation would be health. Well, I think also quality of opponent is probably a fair assessment too. I mean, down the stretch, like we played much better defenses. Like the Cowboys are a well coached defense. Then you have the Eagles that we played twice, Steelers. Um, Tennessee had a good front, even though we whooped them. Um, and who was the other team we played? Am I forgetting somebody? The Saints aren't bad. All I'm saying is Terry runs slants, and that wasn't his best one. Yeah. That's a tough catch by OZ. That's a tough catch by OZ, baby. It's a good route. I like it. A little clear out route by Diami. A little inside release. Fake out in. And he goes over the top. And that's a good throw by Jaden here. Well timed to play. Boom. Puts it right on him. Lovely. Love the play call by Cliff there. Love it. Our losses to RIV and Pitt were one score. Yep. What would be your solution to fix that, Tim? It seems fixable unless we completely start over on O-line, which I don't see happening. I mean, Cosme's got to play better. But he needs to grow. Coleman needs to grow. Okay, he's got a lot to learn. He's awake. The big point differential against Philly and Dallas were to get a feel for the old girl now. What? All right. Let's take a look at the O-line here. It's good protection here. Really good protection. Clean pocket for Jaden Daniels to find his man. This is what I'm talking about. Like, there was times where this O-line just stepped up. Like, no pressure here. This stunt gave nothing up. Like, that is gorgeous right here. Gorgeous. And he can find his guy. Just nobody near him. Beautiful. He's either really good or really bad. Yeah. Okay. All right, this probably should have been a keeper from Jaden. Just a quick look, but let's take a look here. The QB spy is real, yeah. This should be a keeper. This should be a keeper. Diaby just completely closes the gap. I mean, there's no way you hand this off. No way. Maybe Diaby makes the play, but I mean, there's nowhere to go for B-Rob here. Like, this has to be kept by Jaden. Right? Like, B-Rob wants to run right behind this, right? Just like that. This is taken away. You have to keep this and go outside. Have to. And it might be tough to get anything. I mean, they have a good defense against it right here. It's the red zone. It's hard to run the RPO because the safeties are going to be much closer to the line of scrimmage. And not the RPO, but the read option, because the safety's going to be much closer, so it's going to be harder on Jaden. But, I mean, handing that off literally gave B-Rob no shot. He was unblocked, yeah. I mean, on purpose. It's designed. It's you don't block the in-man on the line of scrimmage. It's a fine play call. Run it all the time. But that was on Jaden. Jaden has to keep it there. Tim, Cosme has probably reached his prime, so I don't think he can grow that much. I think we might need to make some tough decisions in the trenches. We just signed him this year. I'm pretty sure they just paid him buku bucks. Like, Cosme's not going anywhere. No true option here. That did not work. That didn't work, to say the least. Little triple option. Should he have handed it off this time? No. I mean, he's standing in here. Standing in the way here. That is some fantastic defense by McCollum. Man-to-man defense here is unfortunate, to say the least, because McCollum blows this play up. Because usually it would just be him and him. Oh, and him. Yeah, I mean, I think he should have handed it off. Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, hindsight being 2020. Handoff here is the only way we get anything positive with how the defense played it. But I don't know if you can. Like, the read is here. This is the read, and he's definitely, like, this is when he makes the decision. I mean, hindsight being 2020, but I understand why he doesn't, right? Like, Nelson, his first steps were this way. Maybe you can argue with this leg here that the handoff is maybe a must. Yeah, maybe you can argue but I understand in the split second. I think once he saw this, the initial snap, he had already made the decision right. He already made he made the decision. I can't even pause it fast enough. It's so fast. But I think the first steps were here. So I think as soon as he saw that, he had already made the decision. And at this point, he already knows what he's doing. Even pre-snap, the numbers aren't there. I agree. And I wish that sometimes we could check out of things. But Jaden's not there yet. But especially once McCollum's here. But let's act like he's not here. Let's just act like he's not here. Right? I think this works. Like, what if McCollum was, like, just in zone here instead of trailing all the whole thing all on man-to-man? I think it works, right? Because he beats him. He's way out of position. You could probably pitch this here, and he's got all sorts of space to beat 21 and 31, right? But McCollum blows this play up. Honestly, this works if it's not for McCollum. Like, he pitches it right here. Like, who's stopping Eckler from getting it inside the 5? McCollum just blows this up. Even pre-snap, the numbers were. He should have known they were manning Eckler with a safety, and it was crowded on that side when the motion happened. He wasn't, though, because the motion from Eckler. Like, he is not looking at McCollum. Probably should have been. Let's go back here. Did they do anything else to show if it's man-to-man or not? I don't think he locates him. You're probably right, though. He probably should have. Yeah, he's not looking at where this guy's going at all. He never locates 27. He should have at least faked the toss outside of Drew. I mean, there was not much he could do. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3 guys here. Like, faking the toss to create some space to go where? I'm perfectly fine with how it ended up. He doesn't take a shot there. No damage done. It's fine. Snap. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this rep by the offensive line. How long does this take? 1001, 1002, 1003, 1000, like 3.5 seconds? Like, this is it's so huge, this offensive line play right here. They've struggled at times. A 4-man rush, Allegretti, Brandon Coleman win their reps big league. The double team works. Wiley wins his rep with a little chip with help. That's fine. I'll take that. I love the chip to help Wiley because he sucks. But these 1, 2, 3, like, and especially this rep right here, especially Allegretti, right? Kalijah Cansey has been blowing plays up all day so far and continues to later in this game. This rep right here, like, arguably you could say won the game. Won the game. Terry McLaurin getting 1, 2, 3, 4 looks. Arguably 5. He was shaded this way because of Terry. Terry getting quintupled teamed, right? At least you could say, like, no argument. He is getting quadruple teamed here. And this is why you have Diami wide open. How many catches does Terry have at this point? 1? Like, this is what I mean, like, 2 targets maybe? This is what you mean. Like, you don't have to throw Terry the ball out of the gate. Everybody's already focused on 17. Everyone's scared of 17. Everyone. Okay? And this is what. But these 3 guys and Terry McLaurin, Diami Brown owes those 1, 2, 3, 4 a gift. Okay? He owes him a gift. That is a box in one. A box in one defense here. This is so big. So big. But you know what, actually, like, looking at how Cansey played this, you know who really also deserves a lot of credit? His legs. These 2 feet right here. This guy. He wins inside. But then he has to go back outside because he has to worry about Jaden. He's like, okay, hold on, wait. Jaden can run. Everybody's worried about it. Winning, 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 winning. Oh, and Jaden's eyes, too. Staring down Terry McLaurin. Oh, the eyes are so elite. Yeah, I was just calling it out, too, Peter. Jaden's eyes. Oh, this is so elite. Elite. Oh, it takes everybody away looking at 17. Just staring at 17 here. Staring, and then comes back to the middle. Oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Jaden's eyes, baby. Jaden's eyes. Good kick. That boy good. Yeah, that is so good. So good. Everything about that play. That play should go in a museum. Everything about it is just so gorgeous. The design, the protection, the eyes of the quarterback, De'Ami Brown finding open space, just everything about it. How did it feel to get revenge from Tampa week 1 and send Tampa the F home? It feels pretty darn good, Alex. It feels pretty darn good. Okay. Play action, roll to his right. Good defense. Good defense. Samerstill does not give any room. Aha! Aha! Look at the hips. This goes to show earlier that we were talking about that Mikey Samerstill's hip should be outside. This answers the question. They make the adjustments and look at his hips. And now this time his hips are to the outside. So my initial reaction to that play was correct. As I said, I was never in a DB room. So I never played DB. So I didn't want to say for sure. I was definitely, I didn't want to be like, oh, he's definitely hips were facing the wrong way. It just made sense to me because the safety help is inside. But this time, his hips outside, and he's all over. He's running the route for him. The coverage is almost too good. Too good. Okay? Because now Baker's not going to throw this ball because the only guy that would catch it is you. How does Bobby see that route coming from behind him? Just reading Baker's eyes, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. Just seems like he's just running his zone. Seems like that's where he's supposed to be. I mean, where else would he be? Seems like he's just doing his job, which is awesome. Love it. I'm glad he's there. Turning history outside gave him better chance to play on the ball, confuse the quarterback. Yep. Felt good, Alex. How did it feel to lose to your arch nemesis? Oh, jeez. Dang, man. Coming after Alex after he's just giving us some praise? Jeez. Abdullah going through the throat. Tim, do we have a chance Saturday? We always have a chance. With that number 5, we always have a chance. But yeah, just great coverage, though. I mean, definitely great coverage by Wagner, right where he's supposed to be, and makes it very hard on Baker. St. Juice comes in late, so he can't really just toss this ball over. So just great defense all around by the Commanders. You can see him backpedal to depth as soon as Baker moves his read to the crosser underneath and then pursues and Baker commits to the run. No, I mean, it's a great play by Wagner, but I mean, I feel like that's how it's coached, right? This is how he's supposed to do it. Like, get some depths. Because, I mean, this is a standard play, a play action boot. You have the crosser here, the 3 levels. I mean, it's a standard play. I feel like this is exactly how you coach it. I don't know if he necessarily knew Mike Evans was there, but he knows that this is where he's supposed to be. Said all year, as long as you have 5, you'll always be alive. There you go. I like that. Sorry, bro. I can be a troll sometimes. It's okay. It's a great play, though, Peter. I totally agree. It's a great play. I mean, it's exactly where he's supposed to be when he's supposed to be. But, I mean, I guess when, like, how does he know? I mean, I feel like that's how it's coached. What is the key on the defensive side of the ball on Saturday? It's like a little ticked about our loss to the Steelers. Maybe that's why. Gotta get a jab at a Steelers fan before that mess. I gotcha. Normally they'll get tricked into covering Rashad White, just like DB's got tricked into covering Terry when Diami. He didn't get fooled. Yeah, no, he didn't. That's awesome. And that's why we love Wags. That's why we love Bobby Wags. Bend don't break, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, how do you stop a Dirk Nowitzki fadeaway? Like, I don't know. Like, how do you stop a Barry Bonds home run? Like, you hope he doesn't? Like, you hope he misses? That's kind of how it feels against the Detroit Lions offense. Is you hope that they give you a chance and you capitalize on it? Tim, probably your greatest pick I've seen was Pickens. Man, I wish we drafted him. This receiver room would be dang. Yeah, he's got an ego on him. He's definitely a basket case. But he's super talented. We need 40 on. Take away his drugs. Yeah, Barry Bonds. Yeah, exactly. It's like, you hope he doesn't. How do you stop Mark McGwire? I don't know. Like, how do you stop Wayne Gretzky? You hope that he has an off night. That's what you do. No, I don't want anything to do with Pickens. I know. Well, I don't want to go sign him. He's going to cost money, and he's clearly a basket case. And you know what? He wouldn't have done well here with Ron Rivera. Maybe Dan Quinn would save him, but I don't know. Pickens didn't even reach 1,000. Let's relax. I don't care. Dude's a dog. Dude's a dog. Great play by, who's that, Chin? Great play by Chin. Okay, they go back to this matchup here. 1, 2. I think both of these guys drop. And then blitz inside again. Yeah. Both of those guys drop. Blitz inside. So you have a one-on-one again with Wagner and the running back. But actually, why did Baptiste? It's a great play by Jeremy Chin, though, by the way. Great play. What are you doing? 96? Holmes? What are you doing? The whole point of this is to have him block nobody. You should be running right at him. He's at him. He's at him. Okay? The whole point is so that these guys block air, and then this creates a one-on-one for Wagner. Right? But why are you... Why are you running out here? Don't run out here. Run right at him. Right at the shoulder. The outside shoulder. Run right at the outside shoulder. Right? And same with him. Run right at the outside shoulder. Create that space. I don't like how Holmes played that. Spurs, Bruce Bowen blocked Dirk. He blocked the Dirk fadeaway? I gotta see this. Bruce Bowen blocks Dirk fadeaway. Danny Green blocked it?
He rebound at the end off a Parker free throw miss. It was truly a team effort in that Spurs win.
And Danny Green, nice job bothering Nowitzki on the air ball.
Danny in the at the end off a Parker free throw miss. Truly a team effort in that Spurs. Key rebound at the end off a Parker free throw miss. It was truly a team effort in that Spurs win.
And Danny Green,
key rebound.
He definitely made it tough on him. 2006 conference game. Wow. Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. How did DJ Moore do with Justin Fields? Tyler Bagent throwing him the ball. I'll wait. Oh, the memories. There you go. I like it. Justin Fields playing better that stretch with DJ Moore. I don't know. Oh, well, hold on. George Pickens had a way different offensive coordinator. I don't even know who the offensive coordinator was for the Bears last year. I don't remember, but I don't care. He ain't Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith's a joke when it comes to the passing game. A joke. That passing game is horrible. I didn't even watch this play. What's going on here? Four-man rush. Baker steps right into the pressure. Love it. Thank you. Second down and a country mile. And another holding call, I think. They call that holding. Good job, defense. I mean, it's third and a country mile. I mean, come on. Got to get off the field here, and they do. No flags. Nobody's... Ooh, that's actually a little scary. Wagner, that's a little scary. How did they not call that illegal contact? Bobby Wagner freaking creates contact. No, not really. Okay, there wasn't as much contact as I originally thought. Okay, there's like no contact actually. Okay, good. Scared me. I thought there was a lot of contact. Okay, that's also scary. When do they leave this guy alone? Please tell me they left after he threw the ball, right? Oh my gosh. You do not leave him with Baker Mayfield here. He's got a cannon. Luckily for us, he doesn't just like toss that thing down here. You left him a little early. That was scary. All the Bears want to do with run with Justin Fields, and Justin Fields never wanted to throw the ball down the middle of the field. Worse than who? But you made my point. Definitely a down year for Pickens. Love the talent, though. Yeah. Pickens is a dog. A dog. Good defense. Is a good stat that the 4 to 5 losses this season for Washington were against playoff teams? Is it a good stat that the 4 to 5 losses, 4 out of 5 losses this season were Washington against the playoff teams? I mean, is it a good stat? I mean, it's better than having 4 out of 5 losses being non-playoff teams, sure. But obviously, the fact that we didn't beat very many playoff teams was also a problem. Would we only beat the Eagles as far as other playoff teams? But now we beat another playoff team when it mattered. Loving the defense so far. They're flying around making plays. Yeah. That's a nice move by Crowder. Nice move. There he goes. A little speed out. Good throw by Jaden. Beautiful timed throw. Right to McLaren. I mean, did somebody say that, like, I mean, obviously everybody thinks that DJ Moore's a dog, right? Did anybody hate on DJ Moore? DJ Moore's amazing. I mean, him and Terry are in the same boat. Just not very good quarterback play around him and still puts up numbers. I mean, DJ Moore is a stud. We did beat Eagles in Tampa Bay. I would love another Bills Super Bowl rematch for the last time. They both went with the same end result. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Just like the last time we won a playoff game was against Tampa, and then the last time we won the Super Bowl was against the Bills, and we do it again. That'd be cool. I love that. Little repeat history. Okay. Should Jaden have kept this ball? Let's look. How does Jaden not keep this ball? Is Jaden one of the, is he one of the worst read option quarterbacks, all time? He sucks at it. Why? How are you handing this ball off right now? Diaby is screaming down the line. Screaming. How do you hand that off? I mean, this is the read right here. And if he shoots down the line of scrimmage, the quarterback's supposed to keep it. I mean, I don't know what else you would define as shooting down the line of scrimmage here. I don't know how, what more Diaby could do is say, please, don't hand off the ball. I don't know what else he's looking. His only read is that dude. Diaby and Jay were probably locking eyes, to be honest. That's probably why he hands it. I mean, there's so many times I look at the read option. Because how we block it... I mean, you could ask... I'll ask you, Peter, if you agree. How we block it with the tight end always going to the outside, right? With the tight end going out here. Jaden should keep it more than he doesn't keep it. I don't know what the percentage is. 60-40, 70-30. Jaden should keep it more just based on how we block the scheme. The original read option was a down block to this linebacker, right? And so that means you really have to worry about this guy screaming down before you keep it. So you hand it off more than you keep it, right? But with him running this way, he needs to keep it more in general. And how does he not keep it here? He's got to be one of the worst. He frustrates me watching him just on the read option. He's wrong way too often. It just boggles my mind. He's such a smart quarterback. Why can't he understand the read option? That's why I think we ensured growth in our can room for years by getting Lattimore, our DB room, I guess. He is DJ Swearinger versus CBs. Brings attitude, leadership, and physicality. Future. Yeah, I like Lattimore. I love Lattimore, honestly. Lattimore didn't have his best game today, but that's okay. What's the down and distance here? I mean, does it matter? I mean, I guess 3rd and 1, you can make an argument. This was after the punt by them, the 3 and out. Eckler for no gain. It was 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. After that pop he took earlier, he probably wanted to chill with this play. I guess so. Which is not how you decide read option. Like, beautiful. Really, really good pocket presence here by Jaden. Doesn't escape, doesn't run out of the way. Just small movements, right? Feels the pressure. Just small movements, right? To the side that he wanted to throw the football anyway, and then locates Eckler. This is huge. Great play by, very good play. How does he get beat by this so bad, by the way? Brandon Coleman just gets destroyed on this play. Maybe. I don't know. I just need I need him to read the play. People forget how good that Saints defense was. Almost all great defenders come from there. Okay, 1st and 10. Now he keeps it. And now he keeps it? Hold on. This angle is going to be much more telling, but it almost looked like Diaby didn't move. It almost looks like Diaby did not move. Peter, I'm losing my mind. Just, why is he so bad at the read option? Why? Oh, no. Why send him to a strong side? I don't know. But I mean, like, good night. His shoulders don't turn at all. Like, his shoulders never turn. Never turn down the line. Never once turn. Never. Like, never. But this is what I'm talking about with Jaden. He makes a mistake and he turns it into a 5-yard gain. You can almost never be mad at him. It was 1st down. 1st and 10. And he turns it into a 6-yard gain anyway. Ay. Nice block, Bates. Nice block. That is a beautiful block by John Bates here. That textbook. And he does it in a way that doesn't get you a flag for like a blindside block. He just gets in his way and says, nope, you're not going anywhere. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then he drops back into the area of where McLaurin wants to go. Perfect. Run the football. Beautiful. Maybe he's got his reads confused. I don't know. It's just all year long that he's made me want to pull my hair out on the read option. That's such a great block. I love it. Wow, say it isn't so. Yeah. Looked like they wanted to take a deep shot there. But he's doubled. Winfield Jr. also drops back into this. Like this almost right here is more impressive than the Bobby Wagner dropping into his zone. I mean, this is freaking perfect, isn't it? But this is also a great read by Jaden Daniels. He just escapes right away. He doesn't like any of it. You know, maybe you could, but I mean, because if he was turning this way, he would have stayed with him. I love this decision to run the ball because he's also like wide open in the middle. Turn it into a 5-6 yard gain. We're still in the first half. The end. Yes, we're still in the first half. We have this drive and then the touchdown drive from the Buccaneers. Okay. I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know how many times I can say it. Jaden's got to be the worst read option quarterback of all time. I don't get it. I don't understand why he has zero idea when to keep it and when not to keep it. I mean, look at the shoulders of Diaby. They're almost completely straight. I've always felt like right guards who tap the center for the snap was always dumb. I don't know. Why? Defensive holding, baby. It must be his weakness. But what's annoying is that he could be so dangerous in this. Like, this could be one of our best plays. Brandon Coleman gets destroyed here. Just absolutely worked by Diaby. Luckily, we got a defensive holding here. Late flag. It prevents them from getting their eyes forward and scanning the pre-snap movement. Gotcha. But I guess you could also, but how do you do a silent count then? Like, what silent count do you like? Because you're on the road, the place is bumping, it's loud as crap, so they have to do a silent count. Like, I mean, if you have him looking back for, like, some sort of, like, knee up in the air, then you can make the same argument that the center has no idea what he's looking for or no idea what's going on in front of him, right? So, I mean, you got to do something for the silent count in a opposing stadium. What's your preferred method? PFF awards 2024 Jaden Daniels Rookie of the Year. Well deserved. What's up, dude? Brandon seems to struggle finishing plays. Definitely needs to be a guard. Yeah. I'm curious to see what he could be at right tackle, but that's just me. Just put some bass in your voice. So just call it. You use the count anyway. So just use that. Aaron Rodgers never had that issue. Well, when Aaron Rodgers has a loud stadium, he goes to the hurry up to take the crowd out of it. And he's elite at that. So Tim, quick replay that and watch Brandon after the play. He seems to be limping slightly. Must be banged up. That same play? No, I just think he was just tap dancing. Like he's afraid of like landing on somebody or landing. I think he's just tap dancing. It's kind of a funny one though. He just didn't want to get his legs cut from under him, so he's jumping up and down, keeping light on his feet so he doesn't tear something. Thinking clicks and whistles to throw them off. Throw in some bird calls to think it was duck for me. Ooh, Sinnott gets a stinger. Huh. Interesting design there. Interesting way to run power O. Interesting, right? So normally on like a counter like this, right? Whoop. So on some sort of, in this case, it's like a misdirection here. So they're trying to get something going. You would have the fullback lined up back here somewhere, maybe even on this side, right? And then he just follows the guard. So he wham blocks the end man on the line of scrimmage, and then the fullback follows him, right? And then if he lines up on this side, the fullback usually wham blocks here, and then the guard runs inside, right? Something along those lines. Off the snap, for him to run, to like hop this way, let the guard go, and then change directions and become the lead blocker. It's a very interesting way to run this. Takes a stinger, though. I like that. It's interesting. Which almost happened to his legs, actually, on that last play to the position field goal. Yeah. It's ever so slightly, but I don't know. It seems to be effective. Maybe. Yeah, he just had to get rid of that. Nobody was open. Pressure was coming. Zach Ertz just loses this rep big time. That's a good route. Good rep by him. Yep, this is a really good pass off in the zone. Little cover 3 look. Really good. I guess you could argue that he should throw it here, but this is a really good foot in the ground here. No, he should have thrown it here. He never looks at Luke. Like, Luke just never gets love. Granted, I mean, this is the last read, and he's getting pressured, right? So he's reading this way. So you got wheel, hitch, in route, and then a backside hook or whatever, deep hook. And then this is just basically this is the check down, essentially, right? into the flat. So this is the fourth read, right? So you have the 1, the 2, the 3, and then the 4 here. Excuse me. And then the pressure just doesn't allow him to get there. But, man, like, I mean, that's open. But unfortunately, we're getting destroyed. Tim, listening to B. Mitch and Finley and some clear said he predicted every football like Nostradamus. It was hilarious. Every football fan, yeah, there you go. B. Mitch was like, what the heck is wrong with him? I think Luke just hasn't gained the trust of Cliff yet to be in the first 2 reads, yeah. Unfortunately, because I do love me some Luke McCaffrey. Then to get him more involved, I agree. Yeah, I mean, just jammed up. What is going on here? What was the protection? What was the call? What is this? Like, what? Wait, what? Why are we full on sliding to the right here? Oh. We aren't. It's just a blitz. Gotcha. Little zone blitz here. Brandon Coleman still just gets destroyed here. This is unacceptable. He could probably get to the backside if it was just this, like the fourth read, if it was just this coming. But this guy coming right up the gut, he can't get there. Brandon Coleman needs to make this block. Come on, dude. Terry got jammed. It's a really good jam there by McCollum. It's a really good jam. Yeah, that slight jam messes the timing up of this one. The outside leverage. Yep. Good defense by McCollum here. Big time. Big league. And, oh, gosh. You got to love Jaden's eyes. Gets the safety to move this way. I love the read. Unfortunately, just absolutely fantastic defense by McCollum. Fantastic. I think the main problem is I don't like the formation. I don't like the formation here. I wish Terry was out here. Right? I wish Terry was out here. Because then that would make it tough. Make it tougher for the corner to like worry about a two-way. Like he's so far inside that it allows the corner to have this outside leverage because if he goes inside, he's running into mess. It's zone coverage, right? Well, actually, I don't know if it's zone. I was on the last play. I'm not sure if it's zone or not. But either way, just makes it easier. It might actually just be man-to-man. I was on the last play when I said zone. Sorry. I have no clue if it's zone or man now. But anyway, nonetheless, I just feel like I like it better if he was out there. Because it just makes it a little bit easier to jam on the outside here. And he does. Is it man or zone? Looks like man with a zone and zone. But yeah, so man to man. He's causing a lot of fits for us, yeah. Good throw, better coverage. Yeah, it was great coverage. That's great coverage. I just think I think the formation could have been a little bit better to set this up a little bit better to give Terry a little bit easier time there. I think having him so inside made it a little bit easier for McCollum just to make it tough for the outside release. Insane Gonzo legs. Insane Gonzo legs. I love our special teams. We had a couple of plays where we kept them inside the 30. Nice play, Payne. This is when Payne got hurt, though. Dang it! Wow. That is crazy. Man, leaving Payne unblocked is pretty wild. Like, where are you going, Mouch? Like, why wouldn't you just block Payne here? Like, who are you going to block? That makes no sense to me. Why would you leave a defensive tackle on a run play unblocked? You're already leaving him unblocked. There's no way Mach was supposed to leave him unblocked. There's just no way. Looks like good coverage here. All over him. All over him, baby. There you go, Lattimore. Yep. So we now know for 100% certainty Samerstill turned the wrong way. Tim, if we had a dangerous defense, would you name it the Federal Nightmare? Almost certainly not. I don't know. My initial thought would be not to have anything to do with the government. Baker Mayfield getting rid of this football. Actually, how is this not intentional grounding? Can we talk about that? How is this just not intentional grounding? Why didn't they call this intentional grounding? He's not throwing it to anyone. And he knew darn well he's not going anywhere. There should be intentional grounding. He's inside the tackle box. Oh, I didn't mean to get rid of those. I meant to do that. Yeah, I mean, he's inside the tackle box, throwing it to no one. No one's in the area. Should be intentional grounding. He's hit at his throws. He's already being hit, not as he throws. He starts throwing it after he's getting hit. Like, the guy's already in contact with him. Like, this is clearly, like, he's already grabbing him. This is clearly just to get rid of the football to avoid a sack. Like, that's definitely intentional grounding. Joan Gibbs Day was called the national defense. Pretty lame. Yeah. It's a bad throw. Just wait. He'll give us a gift later. Spoiler alert. Yeah. This sucks. That he freaking... Oh, my gosh. There's a 300-pound guy latched onto his left shoulder. It's hard to torque your body. I don't care. It's intentional grounding. Like he's not going anywhere with that football. Like who's he throwing to? Nobody's open. Like what is he going here? Wait, that's not open. That's not open. That's not open. That's not open. Like nobody's open. Where's he going with the football? He's just throwing it away. He's just throwing it into the dirt. Stupid. Turns into the commie's name, Steel Iron Curtain from Pittsburgh, since they won't use it anymore anytime soon. That's totally intentional grounding. He just throws it in the dirt. Dang it. This was one of the worst plays of the day. Frickin' Wagner, dude. Like, that's crazy. It was defensive PI anyway, right? What was the flag, actually? He threw it. Who threw the flag? And why? He threw the flag. What was this? Oh, offsides. Wait, what? Who threw that flag? Where did that flag come from? Was that his flag? Had to be his flag. Offsides Fowler. Is he even offsides? What, did he line up offsides? Maybe? Like, if we go to right down the line here. So, like. Oh, it's so close. Maybe his head was offsides, but. I'm trying to make. That, I mean, that was pretty much as straight as I can get it. It's very close. Very, very close. Man, that's a rough call for us. He doesn't truck him, he gets tackled into him. When I was a child, I thought the Steelers were people who stole. That's funny. I'm sure a lot of people did. He does get hit into him, that's fine. But when I was a child, I thought the Steelers were, I wasn't too bright since I wasn't sure if Washington was DC or the state. The use of leaded fuel has had an impact on my life. No, I think that a lot of people probably had that same thing happen, where you have your mom and dad told you don't steal, stealing's bad, and then you hear the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, how much does a 4-year-old have to do with actual steal? It's a great route. Is this man-to-man or zone? Let's see. Looks man. That looks like man-to-man. And Lattimore gets absolutely annihilated on this one. Yeah, Lattimore doesn't understand how we want to run it, apparently. Because he's the only one. No, actually, he's here. But he keeps his eyes on the receiver. Lattimore wanted that pick. Lattimore wanted that pick. You see Timmy starting to stutter? Lattimore wanted that interception. You gotta keep your eyes on the receiver, man. You gotta play man. You're playing man up. You're not playing zone. He wanted a pick. Dang it. Come on, look. Everybody else's eyes are on their own receiver. Lattimore just gets destroyed on that one. Destroyed. I mean, we're not getting pressure, but that doesn't surprise me. I mean, I don't expect pressure. It's a good throw by Baker. That's a really well-timed throw. Levu tweaked on something? Which one? The other one? Oh. I see what you're saying. Yeah. This little... Lattimore wanted a pick so bad. He's taking some chances here. Good throw, good catch by Otten. Yeah, at the top of the route here. Looks like Evans gives him a little shove right there. Little one arm stiff arm. He wanted to push off and Matty didn't get it. And this play is wild. He just reaches out and grabs Lattimore, and then they call PI on Lattimore. I can't. That is crazy. Just I only laugh because we won the game. Because it's just frustrating. I mean, number 7, I don't know what you're looking at. And this is the play that Peter and I argued about for a while. I think this is on Quan. That's what I think. Right? I think that Joe Witt dialed it up for him to be right here to get this pick. That's what I think happened. Some may say that it was just straight up manned up, and it was lucky that Quan made his move over there. But maybe he didn't. Let's see. Are these guys running man? Because it's also possible that he is manned up on him. Okay? So, is everybody else running man? Let's see. Because this is what would change my mind. Is if he is manned up here. Okay? If that's the play, then never mind. This is just a great play by Quan to potentially get there. Right? Let's see here. Who's Sanders still covering? So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. On the stack here. Yeah, it's just manned up. It's just manned up. He's manned up on white. So yeah, he gets there. It looks like it's he is looking at him, he's looking at him, and he's looking at him. So it's just manned up. See, that's what I wanted to say. All right. I asked if he was manned. You were like, it's some zone match concept. No, it looks like 1, 2, 3. And so he's manned up on white, and he gets over there. So it is just mano-y-mano, and Mike Evans wins. Did somebody say something? It's not a zone match. It's just man up across the board. But it's okay. I will say I was wrong. It's fine. I mean, I don't know. I think that he's here the whole time, he's here the whole time, and he's here the whole time. I don't think they're zone matching anything. I think they're just manned up. But it's fine. They're man. It's cool. I was wrong. Pete. This was definitely just manned up, and Lattimore gets beat. I was going to say something else, and now I forgot. I forgot what I was going to say. I feel like what I was going to say was relevant, too. This man Chin would have followed Otten instead of jamming. If it was man, he would have followed Otten instead of jamming. Let's see. Chin here. This is Chin. I don't think he jammed anything. I think the guy just bulldozes into him. Because this looks like RPO. Like this is an RPO, and it actually is really close to Cody Mach being. Where's this play? This is on the 1. It's really close to Mach being illegal man downfield. Really close. Really, really close. He's in the end zone here when the ball's in the air. Fortunately for them, it's not called. But I don't think he jams anything. I think he just gets... Shepard just bulldozes into him. I think it's Shepard, right? Don't they have Shepard? But either way, doesn't matter. I was wrong. It was on Lattimore 100%. Mikey's the one that gives off his own match. I don't know. It looks like he was on McMillan the whole way, and he's going to McMillan. And he sees the ball gone, and he stops on the play. Looks like he's going to McMillan, and then he sees the ball gone, and he stops. But you think, okay, I guess you're saying is if he's going here, you think that he would have gone this way? It's possible. But it's fine. I was wrong. It was Lattimore. It was Lattimore. It's hard to cover, especially a contested catch, just like Evans. Yeah. I had too many high thoughts of Joe Witt. Thought he dialed it up. I was hopeful. That Joe Witt put good old Quan in the right position, but no avail. There's just Baker Mayfield immediately looked to Evans, and Quan made his way over there. Golly, if he just kept his eyes on the frickin' quarterback. Touchdown. Or pick six, baby. All right. Starting the second half. Here we go. Fakes the shovel pass here, and then gets it to him to the check down. Yeah, he's got this. Honestly, with his back turned, kind of wish he just threw it to Terry here. But I guess maybe he thinks he's dropping back. So then once he sees him dropping back, that's when he decides to check it down. Is he dropping back? Yeah, I think that's... So this guy, I think, is more what scared him. Once he sees him going backwards, he's like, I'm going to check it down. Give my guy a chance with his legs. And OZ makes him right. I mean, that's a nice play. Nice play there, Jaden. Confused, Richard. What does bringing you have to do with anything for going 14-3? What? However, we found a way. Whoever banned me from here, be happy we lost to Baltimore and Pittsburgh at the time. We could have been 14-3 and had better seating. At the end of the day, you got to beat who's in front of you anyway. We wouldn't have had the number one seed, so we had to play 4 games either way, and it was going to be tough no matter who we played. I actually wanted to watch the protection real quick. What is, like, come on, Cosme? Like, this should not be that, like, crazy of a block. Like, they make it, this block is supposed to be somewhat easier. Just go down the line and make a block. Two receivers each way. So this doesn't even look like... Is this even a read option? No. This is not a read option. Okay. Does he finally just go away from the read option because Jaden Daniels sucks at it so bad? This is straight up handoff. But nobody really wins. Let's get a positive play, though. Sounds good, Pete. We'll look at it. Oh, I love this play. This is that, was this a fourth down or a third down? This was a fourth down, right? No, this was a third one. Third down and 1. I love this. Make him worried about being a threat. And then setting up trying to, like, hard count it later. It didn't work, but I love the idea. Yeah, we got Vita Vea moving backwards. Love to see that. Okay. Yeah, they quit doing the read option. You notice that? Actually? They no longer are doing the read option here. They're going back to power offense. This is straight up power O. Okay, who's supposed to get... Oh, okay, wow, nice. Okay. You got a down block. One of these guys needs to get to David here. He's pulling. And then he's seal hinging. Interesting. Power O here. This guy... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just don't have the blockers here. Do we motion somebody in? No. We don't have the blockers. Good. This needs to be a throw. This is a an RPO, a little run pass option here. This needs to be a throw. Yeah, this needs to be a throw. Terry slant right here. A Terry slant or the bubble screen. We don't have the numbers here to block. I love this adjustment. So instead of going to the read option, they're going to the RPO. Yeah, this still needs to be a throw here. We don't have the numbers to block it. Feelings of feelings. What's up? Wind down. Come on, go to sleep. Nah, he's not going to sleep. I think Selena's waking up, though. Okay, Selena's taking care of him. All right. Okay. So good, Jaden. So good. Finds Diami late. So Luke's running the clear. Going across. A little dig route in the middle. 51 drops off of Diami to go back to Terry. And Jaden's legs pulls these guys up. Beautiful. Wouldn't either be still fussing. That's funny. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Under center. Tight end. Fakes it. There you go, Diami. Nice move. Inside the 5. I love this play. Oh, it just works to perfection. And Cosme out there blocking 2 guys downfield. Oh, that's as gorgeous as it gets. It's like all these guys are all over Jaden. Good hustle by Diaby to not give up on the play. He's a touchdown saving play. Diaby's been like one of our best screen game receivers all year. He's been really good in the screen game. Okay, what is wrong with this one? See, this is no longer read option. They have abandoned the read option because Jaden sucks at it. Biotis just gets beat here. But it's like he takes this angle instead of just this. Like he goes around here, so now Hall helps push this guy off, and it's here. I don't like the angle from Biotis here because it's an inside run. It's not it's not outside at all. Like this is straight up meant to be right up the middle here. We can't sustain run blocks or crap yet. Okay. Yeah, that play action doesn't work at all this time. What are you doing, Jaden? What are you doing? There's no way this is a full-on... This should have been a touchdown to Terry. Wait, what are we doing here? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The play design is so freaking beautiful. So beautiful. Because he's up... Oh my gosh. What are we doing? Like, I like the few steps. Boom, boom. To get everybody moving this way. And then now this should be a stop and a floater way out there. Touchdown. What are we doing? Oh my gosh. Jaden didn't know what he was supposed to do on that play. Frustrating. And this is really good coverage by Dean. Really good coverage. I mean, arguably defensive holding. He's definitely grabbing the crap out of him. But they're not going to call it. Yeah. Nobody's open on the play. Just trying to get Terry to win one-on-one. And Dean makes it right. But he should have had a touchdown of the play before. The design of the play is for Olamide. Shocking. Shocking. That Peter disagrees. The design of this play is a touchdown to Terry. I mean, this is like, what? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. It's fine. Peter disagreeing with me is normal. Rolls right. The corner's supposed to step up and let Ertz go. And then 27 picks up Ertz and loses Olamide. The problem is the edge never blitzes on the run and plays it well. I don't know. To me, it's just straight up a fucking... It's a touchdown to Terry. It's a touchdown to Terry. I don't know. Like... I don't understand. So you're saying that he should go here, but he's still here. Like, you want this guy to blitz? Is what you're suggesting? Like, he's not even an edge rusher. So you're banking on this guy to blitz? And then here, and then here? It's still covered. What, you want 31 to go with Terry? Is that what you said? Said bite. Problem is the edge never bites on the run and plays it well. guy just pointed that has eliminate gets faked by Terry flashing across. Like Winfield? So here, and you're saying that like there's enough space here because he crashes down? But I mean, okay, all right, I can see that. That's fine. But there's an easy tell for that. There's an easy read. What is he doing? Once he goes out here, you know the play's dead. Do you not know you have Terry backside? Like, make the read. I mean, like, he's looking right at this guy. If he's covering here and he sees this here, then go back to here. Why keep running? Like, what does keep running get you? Like, what does that get you? Like, the point is, the play should be thrown right here. Okay, that's fine. And you know what? I'm glad you said something. Thank you for arguing with me because it's always good to learn. Okay, like, okay, so everything you said. So Terry goes across here. Motion here, right? Cool. Play action. Boot. This ball should be thrown no farther than here. No matter what, he should be stopping here. Here, he can throw it here, here, here. Keep running. What are you doing? So we're just running it. Okay. So you're suggesting, and I hate this then this makes me hate Cliff's play calling on this play. You're suggesting that we're running a red zone play where Terry's never even a thought. You feel more or less confident for the Lions after watching this? I guess less because the read option sucks. The point is to keep running so the corner crashes down. So here, here, here. So we're going to run so that... Is this the corner you're talking about? Crashes and leaves him open? Like, you're... I mean, like, the point is we're running this way so that the corner crashes and eventually leaves him open? So we're just hoping that this guy that we're not blocking is just a non-factor? Like, or you're just hoping. Fudge. Frickin' hit W instead of frickin' 2. Gosh, I need to get rid of that. Control W exits out the window. How do you get rid of that? So anyway, back to this. God, stupid Control W. Okay. So like we're banking on this guy just completely blows this play up. That's what we're hoping. Like it just completely goes this way. Because he's going to block this. Like that's the goal here. So Terry's just taken out of the play. So this is so stupid. So we're just expecting the in-man on the line of scrimmage to abandon one of the best running quarterbacks in the league? That's the goal here? Like we're just going to abandon the like you're expecting Tampa Bay to just not do anything. I mean, they've been running the same way the entire time. I don't understand. So the play call is to abandon Terry. We're just running a route that he never gets the football. I hate this. I hate if you're right. I just, it's despicable. It's disgusting. Like, stop here and make a read. You don't have the edge. Like, sure, if this guy crashed or whatever and you have the edge, okay, go. You don't. Stop here. Okay, like, is this open? No. Is this open? No. Bang, I'm going to go back here. Like, right here. Covered. Stop your feet. Like, you know, I can't get to the edge. Stop your feet and freaking throw the touchdown. Using Terry as a decoy might be frustrating, but it worked for Diami. Like, there's a legitimate way that Terry could have got the football. He looked at Terry, they covered him, and then they went back to Diami. Like, he read it correctly. Like, but here, it's just, we're not reading anything. And just, Terry's just run the other way. Just go out of the play. Get out of here. Like, he's literally just there to distract one player. And we're assuming that they're going to abandon. Because even if he wasn't here, like, this guy's coming. Okay, you know what? Let's assume your way. Crash. Like, this is stupid. Especially when you have Terry running wide open. Like, what you're saying is all fine, but why does that have to be the, like, solo play design? Like, why not include Terry in this thing? Like, it could be the read. Like, the read could be to beat this linebacker to the spot. That could be the read. But once Diaby's here, okay, understand, Terry's going backside. Covered. Terry's open. Like, why is that such a crazy idea? Like, why do we abandon that? So stupid. So dumb. Freaking Terry's open for a freaking touchdown. You don't throw the ball. It's so dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. How is 74 supposed to take out 51? How is 74 taking out 51 here? What do you mean he whiffs? Like, there's never the angle. They're all moving this way to fake the run. They all slide this way. And it's a pass play, so he can't go downfield all that much. He can't go take out the linebacker. He can't even go that far. Like, so you're thinking. So we're just okay. So the goal of this play. So the only way this play works is if he blitzes and he blitzes. So you're saying the only way this play works against one of the best running quarterbacks in the entire league is if they just abandon contain of him. That's the Cliff's ultimate, like, Cliff's thinking. Tampa Bay is just going to completely abandon the second best running quarterback in the entire league. That's the thought process. Like that's we're just the linebacker and Diaby. So because if Diaby crashes, then they're going to do this. Like, that's what they do against a read option quarterback. Like, if he crashes, that means this guy's coming this way. There's no universe both of these guys go here. There's 0.0. Find me a play against Lamar Jackson, Justin Fields, Jalen Hurts, this Kyler Murray. Show me a play where both of these guys blitz. All these film reviews are always wide open opportunities, but Cliff wants Jaden to throw a specific guy or not at all. Fire him. I don't know what planet he thinks that both of these guys are going to crash. There's 0% chance that Cliff thinks that that's going to happen. Did you not watch the Ravens game and see how many times they let Lamar and everyone crash on Henry? I remember freaking Derrick Henry's 46-yard touchdown game-sealing run is because everybody's focused on Lamar. I don't know exactly what play you're talking about. Show me on the goal line where they just let Lamar run free. So you're saying they let Lamar, everybody crashed and Lamar ran free into the end zone. Send that in the Discord. Is that why we got chin because the high probability of crashes? You're upset it's not that deep? No, it's that deep. I am mad at Cliff. I don't like. I mean, I'm choosing for my sanity to say that Jaden made a bad read because he makes tons of bad reads because he's a rookie, and for my sanity, that's what I'm choosing to believe because I refuse to believe that Cliff honestly thinks that when you're running a pass play and Brandon Coleman can't just go take him out. That's a legal man downfield unless he reported eligible. And in that case, go. Go get him. Like, why are we dancing around here? I don't know why you keep making things up every time we debate. You said this guy should be here and this guy should be here. Did you not say that? And that's the only way this play works. This goes here. Apparently I shrunk the thing. I don't know if I like that. I'm getting rid of it. There it is. Let's go medium. You said that Lamar run free into the end zone. Did you not watch the Ravens game and see how many times they let Lamar run and everyone crashed on Henry? What am I supposed to take away from that? Comment. Did you not watch the Ravens game and see how many times they let Lamar run and everyone crashed on Henry? Like, are you just talking about, like, 1st and 10 at their own 30? We're talking about goal line here. You put it in Discord. Okay. Did you put it in Discord? Is that the same thing as me saying that they let him score a TD into the end zone? Okay, you're harping on the fact that I said into the end zone. I don't care if he's actually into the end zone. My point is that he's running free over here. They don't contain. They don't send a linebacker. They don't do anything. They just leave him to cover the quarterback, him to cover the flat, and him to cover here. Where did I say put it in the Discord? No, I asked you to put it in the Discord. You said show me the play and put it in the Discord. I read that quickly. I thought you said I put it in the Discord. That's what I thought you did. You said show me the play and I thought you said and I put it in the Discord. I figured that's what you said. But I didn't. This play frustrates me. This is a touchdown to Terry McLaurin in any other freaking universe. Terry's looking for the ball and everything. Dude, just throw my man the touchdown. But alas, it was not meant to be. Face mask. They bail him out. Required weight should be cut today for making that run. Instead, it's a 15-yard penalty. But hold on, just acknowledge, Peter. We have to go back to it since you keep talking about it. We just acknowledging. In order for this play to work, in order for your thing to be right, okay? In order for you to be right, this guy had to crash hard, and then this guy had to get sucked in enough where Brandon Coleman can make a block within 1 yard. That's how the play had to work. Otherwise, it doesn't make it. Otherwise, this place doesn't work because, and then that way, Jaden could be out here running by himself, so that this guy had to crash, this guy had to get the flat, and then that left enough eliminate space because Winfield got sucked over by Terry McLaurin. That's how the play works. Okay? The not only are they hoping that he gets sucked in by Jaden, no one else is there to slow him down. Okay? That's how you do it. Okay? That's the only way this play works is if they just Jaden Daniels is running free by himself over here, and the only way to stop him from running into the end zone is 20, whatever his number is, 23, crashing into Jaden, leaving Ertz open, or if McCollum covers him, leaving Elimide open. That's how this play works. Cool. Okay? Just acknowledging that this would never, ever happen, ever on the planet Earth against Jaden Daniels. But that's how we're saying we did. Instead of Jaden Daniels stepping up here, throwing the flat, throwing here, or throwing to Terry McLaurin, that's impossible. That can't be the read. The better read is that Jaden's running by himself, and we're just hoping and praying 23 has to crash on him. Cool. As long as we're all on the same page there. As this guy crashes, this guy crashes. That would never happen ever in a million years. But that's how it works. Cool. We're now all on the same page. It's an impossible play. And Cliff's an idiot. All right. No, we're all on the same page now, Peter. Okay? That's what you said, and then you can walk it back if you want. That's fine. Is that 74 is supposed to block the linebacker, and Diaby's supposed to crash on the run play. You can go back into the chat and look to see that you said that, and if you want to deny it, that's fine. We're moving on. And Jonathan Allen gets beat pretty good here. It is Tristan frickin' Wirfs, though. That dude's a frickin' monster. It's amazing how you can deny that. It's not a good design to build. Expect that nobody is going to contain Jaden Daniels is insane. So that's insanity. To expect Diaby and the linebacker to crash down enough where Coleman can block him and Diaby is out of position where he can't be close enough to Jaden to prevent him from the pylon is insanity. Kind of upset Bobby Wagner got trucked and ran over by Baker this game. We looked at it earlier. It wasn't just Baker. It was also the fact that I think it was Dorrance Armstrong jumped on the back of Baker. So he basically had to tackle Baker and Dorrance Armstrong. Okay, can we acknowledge at least by what you described, it was a dumb play call by Cliff? Can we acknowledge that? No? Can't acknowledge it. Cool. This was Mike Evans' only catch in the second half. It makes no sense. I don't understand how you think that it would ever work, but got it. Plays great designed and easy to kill. The play is great design for frickin' Peyton Manning. That nobody's expecting Peyton to run and everybody crashes on the running back, sure. When you have Lamar, Jaden, Kyler, any of these, like it's just never happening. Ever. Okay, I might have to call it. You know what? I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I'm going to finish the second half later. It's almost midnight anyway. So we'll finish this later, but clearly me talking is waking the kid up. So I am going to call it tonight. It's fun. We'll see you guys tomorrow because we will finish this tape. I just don't want to keep waking him up. But, all right. Hit the like button, all that good stuff, and I will talk to you guys later.